Yes, welcome back to another video, and we're back at it with some Star Wars Jedi Outcast, and I do have a question that'll be later in the video, so if you want to hear the question pertaining to my channel, then yeah, stay tuned. So, nothing to do with Mando this episode, so don't worry, no Mando spoilers. And it's actually kind of wanted to talk about one character in particular that has really only ever seen one appearance on screen. One movie. Which she was barely in. That's Yaddle. I mean, like, we know more about Yoda than I think we do Yaddle, at least in canon. In Legends, we have a whole backstory for Yaddle, but not really in canon, and it's kind of something I'd like to see, because in Legends, she died, that's why she was in episode 2, but in canon, we don't know if she ever died or not, so I think it's something that they can explore, whether they do that via comic books, or video games, maybe even like a TV show. I mean, I don't really want a full-fledged TV show. I kind of want to, keep her mysterious, but kind of explore her character a little more. We know more about Yoda, and we know more about Baby Yoda in canon. So I think it's really a character they should explore. I think she's definitely one of the underrated characters, because there's pretty much nothing on her. So, yeah, let me know down in the comments what are your thoughts on Yaddle. I think out of everybody you got in Yoda species, for me, definitely Yoda, Yaddle, and then the child. By all means, just because the child's at the bottom doesn't mean he's a bad character. It's just the main thing is we've never been able to explore his character. We can't really talk. We don't know. Well, we know some stuff about him, like his past, mainly where he came from, and not his planet. There's no really easy way to go into it without spoiling it, but you see it, yeah. But I think it's something. Maybe we can at least hear her talk. One thing I do know is that apparently, no one in Yoda's species can actually speak fluent normal English throughout the cases. Now, not every single member of the species speaks like Yoda, but they really don't talk in a clear sentence, So, I think that species is fascinating now. In a way, kind of, to counter the whole me wanting more Yaddle, that's pretty much, I pretty much like how mysterious his species is, and that is one thing I never want them to kind of reveal where he came from, the planet. I kind of prefer to stay away from that, because to me it kind of adds to its character. He's, the Grand Master of the Jedi Order, yet we know so little about him. But, one thing I can say is, I really don't know who I would say is my favorite character in all of Star Wars. And it seems to be every time I try to, it's yeah, this character's really good, but then I remember that character, and those characters, which they're all great, and so I can never really say who's my favorite characters. Now, obviously, I got like my least favorite characters. I could probably do a list on that, but that's a whole nother story, which I won't go into. But yeah. I think, speaking of video games, I think one thing I'd like is a prequel video game. Actually, specifically a Clone Wars video game. We had one based on the Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and just keep it short. It was a pretty bad game, but I think something like that would be amazing. Or maybe even a game where you play as a Mandalorian, part of the Night Elves, which is Bo-Katan's group. I think that'd be amazing. We don't have much, well, actually, no, I take that back. We have a lot about the Mandalorians. Rebels in the Clone Wars really made sure we got a whole bunch of Star Wars content on Mandalorians, which nothing wrong with that. And I'm not including the show The Mandalorian, mainly because I follow one Mandalorian, and back in the Clone Wars and Rebels, we actually had to follow like Death Watch and the Night Owls and the Rebels and towards the end of the Clone Wars, which I definitely thought was great. But what do you guys think of them? Mandalorian, you think I think seeing a game about them would be amazing. Obviously, we do have Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which you get to play as Jango Fett before episode 2. I think a game that would serve justice if we get it remade, but I doubt EA or Disney would even allow a Star Wars game to be remade. I guess an easy way to say it's like Modern Warfare 2. If we remade that multiplayer, I know for a fact that it would probably just end up beating whatever Call of Duty's multiplayers had at the time. So they just, you never release the multiplayer, and your main multiplayer game will do well. But so you could have EA trying to make a game, or you could have someone remake an old game, and that game could do better than your game. I don't know, EA would like that, unless they're making money from it. But there's some other topics here. We'll be talking about the Clone Wars a little later. But yeah, what do you guys think? Should I stick with my upload every single day or every other day routine? I try to upload every day, but some videos end up taking longer, and so generally I get a majority of it done, and then the next day I will get the rest of it done, but it all depends. So for the most part, try to look out for a video every day. But yeah, I'm hyped for the new episode of The Mandalorian coming out on Friday. So that'll be amazing. I doubt it'll be a filler episode, you know. We kind of got 2 episodes to wrap up the season, so I doubt. But we never know. I was looking at a Jedi, the complete Skywalker saga, whatever, the Skywalker saga. Although I may end up getting it, I prefer the complete saga. But they got Yaddle in the new one, so because of that, I think Lego may release a Yaddle minifigure soon. I mean, you made it in your game, you might as well make a set. It comes with her. But yeah, I think it would be epic, as always. I think anything really surrounding Yoda species tends to do well. I think it's really the only reason why The Mandalorian is where it's at right now is because of Baby Yoda. I do feel like if Baby Yoda never existed, the show wouldn't be as popular. That's kind of like what made the show blow up, was Baby Yoda. Me personally, I definitely prefer the Clone Wars. I think the Clone Wars beats the Mandalorian by, like, it wouldn't be even fair to judge them. Well, from like multiple reasons, I guess. You know, the Mandalorian's only had 2 episodes. No, 2 seasons. And first 2 seasons of the Clone Wars, like the Mandalorian, they had their standout episodes, but I really wouldn't say they were all that the best. I would say season 2 of the show has been like amazing. Episodes 3, 5, and 6. I think those have been the best episodes. But I think, you know, the Clone Wars, they had longer seasons, and well, I kind of like every arc. I think they're all great. It obviously has, you know, they had their standouts. But I think even if the Mandalorian has 7 seasons, I truly think the Clone Wars will always be better. And my main problem with season 1 of The Mandalorian was maybe I wasn't paying attention enough, but I never really caught on to it. Was there like a story?
What's this? Looks like the lab that are using.
I never like really caught on to one. It's kind of like just going planet to planet. That is something season 2's improved on. And I think that's the benefit of having an arc style show. You never have to worry about filler episodes. Because, you know, you only have 4 to 3 episodes to get your story finished and wrapped up. So, I definitely think arcs are definitely a good way to go. Though, I do think they should have been like, you know, 40, like, yeah, around 40 minutes, but then like the Mandalorian episode. I think that's my one big complaint. But to me, better characters, But like I said, first 2 seasons of Clone Wars, weren't exactly the greatest of things. So maybe season 3 will be just like season 3 of the Clone Wars and be a giant boost. Only time will tell. I think Baby Yoda is pretty much, yeah, why that show's like really, really popular. And I think it's a great show, but by all means, but I do think it's a little overrated. Again, by all means, it's not a bad show, just a little overrated. Like, is it, by all means, like, is it the greatest Star Wars show of all time? No, not even close. Is it better than, Star Wars Resistance? Yes, by a landslide. Is it better than Rebels? Seasons 1 through 3? Yes. I did like season 4 and some parts of the ending of season 2. I think those were great. But otherwise, Rebels wasn't the greatest thing. I guess mainly, yeah, I'm pretty much a Clone Wars fanboy. I will defend that show. It's a great show. Maybe I may make a more in-depth video, kind of comparing the two. But really, right now, it's really an unfair comparison. 2 seasons compared to 7. 22 episode seasons to 8. I mean, they could get more stories, more characters, and still make them great. Like, even Jar Jar, as annoying as people make him out to be, to me, yeah, I mean, it's a little annoying, but he never, like, annoyed me. But, I definitely think, they made his character, like, not annoying, kind of goofy, but not annoying. I don't know how to say it, but, because I wouldn't say he's funny by any means, but I would say he's not annoying. Mainly because most of his humor is in the early seasons, which I think Clone Wars did one thing that not a lot of shows do, is, oh, there are some shows, but it grew up with its audience, which is not something you see every day. That's why, like, in the early seasons, it's like all kind of like, jokes, kind of goofy. While towards the end, it has a lot more of a serious turn. Kind of, kind of straight to the point, no jokes. And I'd say really by season 2 is kind of like that. Now, obviously, I shouldn't say no jokes, it did have its jokes. But it wasn't trying to be like, funny, like kind of kid friendly, I'd say, actually. Kid jokes. And I kind of like that about the Clone Wars. It was a more serious tone, which the Mandalorian is. But yeah, this is wrapping it up on this video. Time for that question. So, would you guys want me to, continue the Clone Wars Let's Play series, oh not Clone Wars, retrospective series in parts, or do you guys want me to do it in one big video? What I was kind of thinking is, if I hit a milestone, 50 subscribers, I'll do it all one big video. Share it. If you like the video, share it. Let people know. But if you guys want me to do it into a series, yeah, I'll do that. So if you like the vid, drop a like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you like more content like this, try subscribing. So yeah, see you.